An overview of SFIA version 8, the skills framework for the information age. SFIA, the skills framework for the information age, describes skills and competencies required by professionals in roles involving information and communications technology. SFIA has become the globally accepted common language for the skills and competencies required in the digital world. SFIA is used by organizations and individuals in nearly 200 countries. The SFIA framework can be downloaded from the SFIA Foundation website. Over the years, technology has become much more of a dependency for all organizations of all different types. No matter how clever we are with the technology, we still need people with the right skills and competencies in order to make that technology work. The vital ingredients are a common language for describing skills and competencies, and this is what SFIA gives us. Answering the what skills do we have question using that common framework. Answering the what skills do we need question, again in the common language of SFIA. With these two sets of data, what we have and what we need, we can perform gap analysis and make better data-driven decisions. This includes prioritized and focused development action plans for individuals, teams, departments, as well as at the whole organization level. Here are some examples of the different types of users of SFIA and some of the things they use it for. Individuals can confirm where they are starting from, their current skills and experience, and take some control of their own career development. Managers can use the same data to have a better development conversation with their direct reports and provide the appropriate support. You can also see examples here of how SFIA helps leaders, human resources, learning and development, in recruitment, consultancy, procurement, professional bodies, and in education. The SFIA Reference Guide, which is an online and printable resource, describes the 121 skills in SFIA 8 in detail. Each skill entry comprises an overall definition, some guidance notes, and descriptions of each of up to 7 levels at which the skill might be exercised in the working world. These descriptions provide a reference of how the skill and level combined produce a more detailed definition of what level of competency each skill is practiced at. The skills are grouped into categories and subcategories for navigation and convenience of use. Color codes are used to help identify the category the skill has been classified under. Each of the categories is color-coded and arranged in the matrix according to the level of responsibility each skill has. The red color coding is for strategy and architecture. In this view, you can see the 4 subcategories that this category is made up of. So we have strategy and planning, security and privacy, governance, risk and compliance, and advice and guidance. So those are the 4 subcategories within the strategy and architecture category. And then we have the skills and the level of those skills that SFIA describes. Taking a couple of examples, information management, the IRMG skill, has been defined from levels 4 through to level 7. Whilst governance, GOVN, is the skill code for governance, that only has skills defined at levels 6 and 7. All of the other categories each have their own color coding. The change and transformation category is where you will find project, program and portfolio management skills. It also contains business situation analysis, feasibility assessment, requirements definition, some organizational design, capability and implementation skills, as well as benefits management. The yellow development and implementation category is where you will find most of the design and build skills, such as systems development management, systems design, software design, programming, data modeling, database design, and network design. There's a group of user experience skills, computational science, data and analytics, as well as skills for product management, systems integration, and hardware design. The language used in the delivery and operation category maps very well to service management frameworks like ITIL and others. You'll find skills like service level management, configuration management, change, release, incident, and problem management. There is also a group of security services skills, including security operations and penetration testing. The people and skills category is where you will find a group of people management skills, performance management, employee experience, resourcing and professional development, as well as learning and development management, learning delivery, and competency assessment. The last category is relationships and engagement. This is where you will find sourcing, supplier management, contract management, stakeholder relationship management, as well as some marketing and sales skills. SFIA is describing these skills in a technology-related setting, rather than trying to cover these professions more generally. In addition to describing 121 professional skills, SFIA also describes 5 key characteristics or attributes of generic responsibility. These are described at each of the 7 levels in the framework. These attributes are autonomy, influence, complexity, business skills, and knowledge. The content of this part of SFIA covers a lot of behavioural factors, things around collaboration, communication, creativity, decision-making, delegation, and a number of other generic attributes and contextual descriptions. Here is an example of one of the 121 professional skills in SFIA, digital forensics. Each skill has a similar structure. There's a skill name, a unique 4-letter short code, an overall description giving a very high-level view of that skill, a set of guidance notes which give a bit more context for the skill, and then a set of level descriptions for each of the levels at which this skill is practiced in the working world. In this example, digital forensics, it has a description at level 3, level 4, level 5 and level 6. None of the skills in SFIA have a description at all 7 levels. It's only the levels that are found practiced in the working world. Some individuals might be practicing this skill at only 1 level, others might be practicing it at multiple levels. Additional information on SFIA is available on the SFIA Foundation website, including the ability to register and download PDF versions of the SFIA framework and various other information on how SFIA is used.